drinking my morning coffee. Welcome to Backyard Buddies live stream. Hope you enjoy your morning Joe while watching some squirrels eat outside in the snow. Hey, Kathy, good morning. Can you hear me? Should I talk or type? Do people prefer? What do they prefer? I don't know. If I type, I feel like you can hear the typing. Maybe I should move away from the camera. It's going pretty good. It is snowing again. Um, it's going to be a cold one this weekend. Or tonight is supposed to dip with winds. I think like -22. Okay, we'll talk. The votes are in. How are the critters? Well, um, as you can see, they're doing very well. We got like a bunch of food out there. Um, and we actually saw the red squirrel this week, and he was adorable. We just saw one out of the two, and he was actually so tiny, and we saw him run across the backyard to the barn in the back, the big brown shed in the back. So we know he's alive, which is great. Um, hopefully we'll see him during a live stream, maybe even today. I'm not sure, but we're supposed to be getting another 2 inches of snow. Can't I don't think you can tell, but it is snowing. Um, and I would have put. I have no place to put the camera outside that's safe. Um, and also on top of that, I can't put. I can't go underneath the umbrella. Um, yes, your toes are frozen. Yeah, I know totally. He's so tiny. He's like a little. It's like a chipmunk and a squirrel had a baby. He's very adorable. Um, so next Saturday is Valentine's Day, and I made a 10-hour Valentine's Day video. Um, so I figured since I can't go outside and people are probably sick of hearing me talk, um, I'm gonna have the Valentine's Day video start at 7 a.m. and it will go all day next Saturday, um, with live chat, and I'll be on in the morning. So I think that will be a little bit better for next weekend, because the temperatures are not getting warmer. I think the highest we had was 35 this week, which felt like a heat wave because it's been in the teens a lot lately. This is my I just woke up voice. I'm not ready to talk voice. And I'm drinking coffee voice. So next Saturday, I'll make a post about it, about Valentine's Day. So that's what will be happening next weekend, and then maybe, if we can lose some of the snow and the temperatures can rise a little bit, I can actually go live outside, which would be nice. But until then, this does the trick. It falls on Saturday. So, I think it's a perfect day. Originally, I was going to put it out in the middle of the week sometime. But our Valentine's Day 10-hour videos, for some reason, do very well. The last two we've done always get a lot of traffic. It's very odd. So, but it will have live chat. So I'll be on in the morning, and it'll be something different. Because next weekend's going to be still, we're going to be in the same boat. It's still going to be cold. Yeah, high 17. Yeah, I think today we are going to have a high of 30 because it's snowing, and then it's going to plummet. Tomorrow morning we're going to be -7, and then it's going to be with the winds -22. So you can see we have we have from left to right. For nuts, this is what we have, everybody. I know this is intriguing. Everybody wants to know. Hazelnuts, that first container on the table. The second one's pecans. The middle, the squirrel feeder, is just raw peanuts. Next to that is what is that? Almonds. And then that with shell. And then the one with the squirrel on it, that's unshelled almonds. And there's other things in there as well at the bottom. And then there's 2 containers on the ground just filled with nuts. So as you can see, they have plenty of food. Yes, it's just like a family of nuts. And the squirrels, they come out. I'm gonna move this a little bit so we can see the action over here. I just had it so you could see the tree when it was lit up. But you can see where they're coming from, and they're having a little bit of a tiff over there. Oh, you have to work today, Kathy. That stinks. I'm still waking up, so I apologize. There's Shadow. Shadow's out there. There he is. He's on the table. but we'll just be live for, a couple hours today. They kind of disappear. They have it anyway. Just like last weekend. Every week, every day, I should say. Um, by 9 o'clock, there's not many of them out. They all seem to really come out super early now. Um, I've also noticed that it's getting light out around 6:30, which is so nice. Um, but that means I have to get out there before they do. So I've been getting up. I put food out there, and they've already they're already eating, and it's like I don't know 6:40, which is good because I kind of like it when it's light early out. I'm up early, so yeah, there's a lot of them today, which I had a feeling because of the snow. You can't really tell, but it is snowing out. And we could do a squirrel count. Um, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Between 9 and 10. How are your animals doing, Kathy? You could see the one squirrel in the snowbank just sitting in the snowbank and eating, which is very comical. There he goes. And he's leaving. That's too funny. We got so much snow, you have to wonder where a lot of these animals, like, if you don't have a food source and all the food that they buried or anything that has fallen from a tree, they have a hard time getting food. Um, birds, squirrels, anything else that's out in the wintertime. So I think it's like important to have like bird feeders or squirrel feeders. Thank you very much, Kathy. Appreciate it. That's awesome of you. Thank you. They're doing good but freezing. I like the hippo victory dance. That is pretty cool. Thank you again. Um, yeah, have you posted any more shorts? I can't remember if I saw any or not. I remember you had the duck one. The ducks were really cool. And the deer. Yeah, we see some squirrels try to bury their nuts in the snowbank, which is very humorous. It's coming down pretty hard now. It's crazy. You can't really see it on the screen. But it is snowing. It's supposed to snow until noon. And when I was woken up by my cats at 3:40 this morning, it was snowing. So probably gonna have to shovel. We appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Yes, the dancing hippo. I wish YouTubers could create their own. Like, I don't know how to do any of that, but it'd be kind of cool if you could. You haven't posted anything recent. I wasn't sure. It's been a busy week for me, so I really haven't. I haven't paid attention too much just because of other things going on. Yeah, it's really coming down now. I think we're definitely going to get more than 2 inches of snow. I think we already had about an inch and a half to maybe 2 inches already. But it's like I don't even know where to put all the snow. I'm honestly over snow. I'm ready for spring. And February will go by quickly. It's only 4 weeks. I mean, the first week's already gone. So that's crazy, right? Um, March, I don't know about where you are, but March is always kind of a crapshoot. Like we could, there's still potential snow, bad weather, cold snaps, windy. March is always windy. Um, April, I kind of feel like you're out of the woods a little bit in April. We've had ice storms on April 1st numerous times. So Mother Nature is playing an April Fool's Day joke on us. Um, but kind of feel like once you're going into May, you're good. But we've had some cold Mays. Um, I remember years past, the beginning of May would feel like summer. Um, but recently, I feel like May has been pretty cold. Oh, the wind just picked up. I don't know if you can really see that. But we've had some cold Mays. I think this past May actually was pretty warm, which was nice. You can kind of see the snow falling underneath the picnic table there. Yeah, this is more snow than expected. I didn't. We're definitely gonna get about 2 inches or more. That means you're gonna have to get the the snow blower ready. Yeah, April is an unknown. Um, and April's also weird because we'll have like April sometimes will get very warm. Um, and will give you like you get spring fever, and then all of a sudden, going into May, you get like um, cold snaps or very windy or very like stinky weather, maybe a lot of rain. There's a lot of squirrels out right now. You can see up top of your screen. There's a bunch. I'm gonna do a quick squirrel count. 3, 4 up here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 squirrels, and they're all going back there, but all the good food's up here. And it's really coming down. Wonderful. More snow. I'm just describing what you're watching, Kathy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody who's watching right now. We normally don't do this. Usually the camera's outside, but because of the bad weather, the camera's inside. And I hope people don't hear my voice. You can see the squirrel on the table right now, if you look, and he's covered in snow. Yeah, we have all the paths shoveled. Did you see that video I posted when I did the tour of the backyard after the snowstorm? I think I shared it with you guys last weekend. Um, but yeah, we did the pass, and I actually went back there with the snowblower and had to make the pass a little bit wider because we had the oil guy coming. Now you can see the snow. It's got really windy out. So the paths are gonna have to be reshoveled, but I hate getting oil in the middle of the winter, but especially after a snowstorm. So I basically did all the squirrel paths with the snowblower, so they were all nice until today. And tomorrow is the Puppy Bowl. Kathy, will you guys be watching the Puppy Bowl? I'm gonna look it up because we're gonna watch. So tomorrow, the Puppy Bowl, it airs at 2 p.m. with streaming on HBO Max. The event will be broadcast on Animal Planet, TBS, and True TV. The 3-hour event. It's a 3-hour event. I had no idea. All right, so tomorrow at 2, Puppy Bowl. I don't see Anonymous yet. He should be on. He's usually on around now. You can see that little guy. He's covered in snow. Poor dude. All the food I put out, you can see it's covered now. Oh, now you really can see the snow coming down. Yeah, the Puppy Bowl should be fun. They have the kitten. I think years past they've had kitten cheerleaders. They have the guinea pigs. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I think my wife was telling me they're supposed to have like older dogs halftime show or something. I'm unsure, but we'll be watching that, and then of course watching the Super Bowl. We're in New England, so of course we're gonna root for the Patriots. But I like to watch for the commercials. Also, it'd be cool. It's gonna be cool to see Green Day open the post show. Bad Bunny, he's pretty good. Halftime show should be good. So a lot of good elements for the Super Bowl for me this year. In years past, if If New England wasn't in it, it wouldn't be that interesting to watch. I'm not a big sports person, so it's probably the only sports event I'll watch the whole year. That and the Olympic. I'll watch Olympics hockey. All right, Kathy, we'll be here. Thank you for listening to me talk. Yeah, they do get adopted. There is guinea pigs. They have to all. They put out so many cool animals during the Puppy Bowl. So it's cats, dogs. I remember guinea pigs. I don't know. They do weird stuff. It's a lot of fun. I agree. It's something happy. Something, something fun. Well, drive safe, Kathy. We'll be here. Probably be here till like 9ish today. I'm going to get more coffee. It is really coming down out there. That one squirrel's holding his ground. All, all the nuts I put out there are covered up in snow. I gotta look up how. Yeah, coffee time. I gotta look up how much snow we're actually getting now. All right, the snow, it looks like it's going to end by 10 a.m. And the temperature is just going to drop. One to 3 inches. Yeah, that's about right. And the snow is stopping. Wow, that was quick. Oh, the birds are after the peanuts, of course. Hey, squirrels on deck. Yeah, looks like you got some snow over there. $11 outside, yeah. Wow. All right, Kathy, we'll be here. It's gonna drop here. It's like in the teens right now, and we're supposed to drop to -1 tonight. Yeah, I think high 17 for us as well. And we just had some snow. It's kind of coming to an end now. '41 on Tuesday. Now that's a heat wave. That does sound good. I miss the 40s. If you see a chipmunk when it's 40, that would be pretty cool. I don't know, that still could still be too cold for them. But what do I know? I mean, I've seen them come out when we've had those freak 70-degree weather days, like in the middle of January. Oh god, it's really windy out there now. Garage chip. No more mice, but the garage chip? Yeah, that means, I mean, they know where to come in. You're just gonna have to look around to see where there's a crack or a hole. Because if they got in once, they'll just keep getting in. You know, I was thinking about the muddy yard thing. I was thinking, I it's kind of a good thing it's been cold because if we were to get rain, we have so much snow, there'd be a lot of flooding because where would it all go? And dog poop, yes, yes, it does. Yeah, the mice, if they can fit their head, they can fit their whole body. I kind of feel like it's the same thing with a chipmunk. So you block that. All right, Kathy, we'll be here. But you should put the camera back to see if it's a mouse or the chipmunk. Because I feel like it's been so cold, it's probably a mouse. Yeah, I don't blame them. Oh, nice. So you did get some footage. Who's in the garage cam footage? We want answers. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe the mice don't touch the hazelnut, the shelled hazelnuts, because they can't smell through the shell to note that it's food. I don't know. Oh, gotcha. Well, keep the videos coming out. They're great. Next Saturday, we will be doing a Valentine's Day on Saturday. 10-hour video with live chat. I'll be on in the morning. Um, it's just gonna be another cold weekend, so might as well do that. Wow. So this chipmunk has made residency in your garage. I mean, unless you capture him and drive him to a far off land, I think you're kind of stuck with him for the winter. Because usually chipmunks have burrowed a hole um, in middle of the summer, and like, so for him to like survive, I don't know, because I don't know how much snow you have on the ground there, but like he, the only way they're going to survive is if they have a home with food hidden away. So if it is a chipmunk, I don't know, you might have to let them live there for the winter. I don't know how you feel about that. Might have to charge them rent. Uh-oh, something spooked them. Oh, so is the hole in the garage leading outside through the underground? Like, Oh, oh, interesting. So are you gonna like let him kind of hang out there for the winter? Oh yes. So, uh, okay. So hawks, um, they stink. And I kind of feel like people who feed birds and squirrels like us, you have to deal with predators of other things, foxes and hawks and what have you. And yeah, this is the worst time because they have no cover from trees, but we have had massive hawks as well. Like you're saying, like this, the wingspan of bigger than an eagle. I mean, just massive hawks. Um, and sometimes they come in pairs. It there's really no like what we do. We run out there and clap at them. Um, you know, obstacles I think are good, so they can't swoop down. I did see an interesting diagram for people who feed birds. Maybe it works for squirrels too, but it was like allow them to have space to run away. Like don't have your bird feeder close to the house. Um, and it was showing like have it closer to bushes or something so they can go into the bush and hide. Which is something I wanted to do is put a bush or a couple bushes where up top where all those the squirrel feeders and the bird feeders are. I wanted to put something over there, um, just so it can give some more cover for them. In the winter time it stinks because you can't do much, but in summertime, like having an umbrella up, I think is good. Um, but of course, you got to watch out for the wind. We've had a couple umbrellas destroyed because of a windy day or night, and we didn't take it down. We didn't put it down. Um, but yeah, hawks, man, it's tricky. It stinks. So I wish you all the best with that. I the way I see it, having an obstacle so they can't just swoop in um, is always good because they are fast. Like we've had a tiny hawk whiz right past our head one time, and it got a bird, and it happened so quickly. Um, and we felt it, like I could feel the um, the wind from its wings just past me, and it was just like, what just happened? Um, so, but we do our best. We have saved a starling's life from a hawk. Um, you know, you work from home, I think. My wife works from home, so um, another thing that could work is an air gun. Not an air gun, air horn. We have an air horn. The neighbors might think you're crazy, but you could use that. Clapping, any kind of noise sometimes startles them. Um, I guess that's your best defense right now. It's a big hawk flyer. Yeah, and did you feel it? Like you could feel the strength of the wings. It's crazy. Yeah, crows are the best. Wow, everybody just took off. Crows, um, they hate hawks and they will go after the hawks, which is awesome. And blue jays. I know people don't like blue jays for some reason. We love them, but they're great alarms. And we have a lot of blue jays, obviously, that eat here every day. So when a hawk is nearby, they go crazy. So it's a good indication that there's a hawk around when you just hear all the jays just going. Um, they're just kind of sounding the alarm. Also, blue jays will pester the heck out of a hawk and will follow them until the hawk leaves the territory. That's happened a few times. So, blue jays and crows are great to have around. Um, as much as some people don't like blue jays, I think they're great to have around. Yeah, having someone else experience what crows do to a hawk is pretty good. But yeah, they crows are great. We have a few. We just don't see them a lot. There's Shadow. Gets to enjoy everything by himself. Hey, Kathy. Oh, we have two shadows. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's two Shadow and Shadow Junior are out there. Kathy's back. I never really get to see both shadows at the same time. Shadowed square. Yeah, so we had three. The OG Shadow disappeared, which we had here for a very long time. But he was going blind. Um, his eyes had that whiteness happening to him, and he had a hard time seeing. But then these two younger shadows showed up. But sorry to hear you're only down to one. I know, they're so cool. But like I said, I think it's our shadow just sharing, using the possum portal to go between both yards. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see them both together. It doesn't happen often. A mating chase. I like how you called it that. It's true. I know when they're chasing each other, they're not paying attention. And before the snowstorm, we had like, I don't know, same problem where this one squirrel was constantly chasing this other one. Um, oh, we do have some crows out. Speaking of crows, we have one crow up in the trees. Anyway, and I'm always afraid that they're going to chase each other um, in the road and get hit by a car. Oh, bless me, sorry. Um, or they're going to fall out of a tree, or you know what I'm saying, because they're not paying attention. Um, I I think things have calmed down, but yeah, you never know. We get a lot of people with 6 people watching. Thank you for tuning in this morning. We are normally not. I'm normally not talking. The camera's outside, um, but we have to make do. It's very cold outside, and we hope to go back to normal outside streaming once the temperature is over 35 degrees. But if this is your first time watching, please give us a like, subscribe. It helps out the channel. And we have a lot of footage you can watch if it's your first time. Yeah, the fox squirrels are really cool. And that video of you hand feeding them is pretty awesome. Maybe in the spring. I know we haven't done a hand feeding live video in probably over a year, but maybe this spring or summer we'll try to do it again. Last year, near the end of the year, of the good weather, we would sit outside just to read or whatever, and all the squirrels would mob us. Like you couldn't do anything because you'd feed them, they'd all run away and come right back, and it was crazy. I do have some footage I haven't posted on shorts yet. Thank God I have a lot of footage to share still because this bad weather, it's tough. I don't know how you do it, squirrels on deck, but good for you. Awesome job because yeah, it's like you get home, it's dark, it's so cold, there's nowhere to sit. Can't wait till springtime. But your footage is very current, though, and it's kind of cool when you do the like the before and after with the snow. That was cool. But yeah, it's good to have old, well, you know, the night cam stuff. Like I get so much footage from that. Um, and that was the whole reason we started Backyard Buddies, is because we were taking videos and photos constantly, and like just taking up all this hard drive space. And I'm like, I think people would enjoy it, you know, if we could do something with it, because it's just like you take all this video and pictures, and then it just sits there, and you forget about it. So who's everybody going for in the Super Bowl or the Puppy Bowl? Yeah, that is a J on the thing. I know. I hope he's okay as well. He hasn't been on. Yes. Yeah, New England, it's yeah, I don't watch football either, but it's the only game I will be watching. Um, Mostly because of the commercials and the Puppy Bowl. Also, Green Day's doing the post show. That should be good. Halftime, I always enjoy the halftime show. Commercials is really why I watch, and of course, I'm gonna root for New England to win. But if they lose, it doesn't really bother me any. Oh, everybody ran away because the dog is barking. Yeah, Green Day does not hold back. If you know, you know. But when it comes to this, I don't really think they're gonna make any waves. Um, because it's a corporate gig. I mean, but who knows? Anything can happen. And the Puppy Bowl is going to be on HBO Max if you don't have cable. Starts at 2 p.m. It sounds like it's going to be a 3-hour event. So it would be over before the Super Bowl starts. Yes, I'm a huge Blink 182 fan. I've seen them multiple times. I've been a fan of them since I was 16 years old. And I'm in my 40s. So I feel old. Yeah, Puppy Bowl is on HBO Max. And if you have cable, it's on TBS. I think it's on Discovery, TBS, and True TV. The old Seahawks. Um, yeah, I don't know if the Puppy Bowl is going to be on YouTube or not. I don't think so. But I do think a lot of you know, big events are coming to their senses and realizing YouTube outperforms all the streaming services, especially on TVs. It is like one of the top streaming services on smart TVs. And I think in 2027 or 2028, the Oscars are going to be exclusively on YouTube, which is like, come on, that's it. They should have been simulcasting on YouTube for years now. But I think with the Oscars doing that and leaving ABC, I could see other award shows and other events trying YouTube because it's just a bigger audience. And they will get money from ad revenue. And like there's no barrier. Everybody watches YouTube. It's a free service. And I don't know. Be interesting to see what after the Oscars do it, who follows. You want to see the Lions? Yeah, if they win, cool. I mean, I don't really know. I like Who is the better team on paper? I have no idea. Of course, I'm going to support New England because we're in New England. But it's like I said, it's the only sporting event I'll be watching other than hockey, Olympic hockey, which is a lot of fun. I probably watch more Olympics um, than anything else. Ever watch curling? Curling's a lot of fun. It's a weird sport. Oh wow, the wind really picked up outside. Probably gonna have to do the snow blowing and the shoveling after this. Oh, that dog is barking, and I think a lot of people are outside doing their driveways now. Probably stay live for another 20 minutes or so. Looks like a lot of the squirrels went in. A lot of the birds are taking over now. So probably stay alive for another 15 minutes or so. Thank you again for everybody watching today. Yeah, lots of birds. The birds are out. We got one little squirrel out. You pick Valentine's Day to do your taxes. Sounds like fun. Next Saturday we will have a Valentine's Day, our 10-hour Valentine's Day video going live at 7 a.m. with live chat. I will make a post on our YouTube channel. But doing your taxes on Valentine's Day does not sound like fun. We have to do our taxes as well. Looks like it's still snowing out there. And I do see a woodpecker out with a bunch of the birds. What happened the other day, Kathy? Oh my god. So those are all starlings. And a couple jays. I see 2 jays and all starlings just eating everything they can. And that one little squirrel just eating everything. Oh, we got a second one coming. Oh, all the birds went. So they're saying wind chills of -25 to 35 expected tonight. Yikes. Well, it looks like it's mostly birds. We do have one squirrel, no, two, three out there in the back. But thank you for everybody for watching today. Thank you, Kathy, for the donation again. Thank you, Squirrels on Deck, for hanging out with us, and Kathy, and everybody else in the chat that um, just watched and didn't say anything. Thank you for checking us out. We will be back next Saturday with our Valentine's Day 10-hour video starting at 7 a.m. with live chat. We will be on in the morning. And check out our videos during the week. I think that's about it. Everybody stay warm, stay safe, enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow, or the Puppy Bowl, or just enjoy squirrels running around outside. But we're signing off for the evening. We'll be back next Saturday. Everybody have a great weekend. Appreciate all the support and watching us over the years. And yeah, you guys have a great week.